Just can't wait till spring. Tom's going to be sitting in that chair.
Welcome to Fishing Relaunched. What you just saw there was a little clip from the Toronto International Boat Show of 2020. We had just bought our very own boat and we were really pumped about it. Now in this video here, I'm going to share with you what I believe are the top 5 things you need to know and do before buying that boat of your own. So let's go. Now, as we all know, boats come in many shapes, sizes, and price tags. So the first order of business for you is to figure out exactly how you plan on using your boat of the future. So you'll have to ask yourself, am I a hardcore fisherman or a little more casual? What ratio of use am I dedicating towards fishing versus family time? So for instance, the more you plan on fishing, the more likely you're to want features like a live well or a rod storage locker. Now, if you think you're going to be fishing less, you may want to consider a boat that accommodates more passengers and offers more comfort. So you really need to accurately identify your boat's role. Otherwise, you're going to end up just buying the wrong boat for your needs. The other thing you want to consider is where the boat is being used. Some boats are designed for smaller lakes and rivers, while others are designed for the larger open waters of oceans or even the Great Lakes. A good boat dealer should be asking you these questions and steering you in the right direction. So the number 2 tip is buy what you need first and what you want second. Now, you may be lucky enough to be sitting on top of a mountain of money and able to buy everything that you need and more for your dream boat. Aren't you the lucky one? But if you're like the rest of us, you'll probably have your limits. So it's important to prioritize the most important attributes you want in a boat. So you'll want to get started on a list and target your top needs. So for instance, determining your maximum number of passengers will give you a sense of what size of boat you need. Or maybe you feel you need to add a windshield because you're going to be doing a lot of open water cruising. Once you've covered all those basics, then you can start to add those little extras. And once you hit that subscribe button, this channel can then start to get what it needs to. Now, strangely enough, not everybody likes doing hours of research comparing all the possible boat options. But it's important to keep this in mind. You are spending a lot of money on something that you will likely own for a long time to come. So maybe a better way of thinking of it is that time spent is really you investing in your future happiness. Now, if you happen to be a first-time buyer, it would be wise to consult with friends or family that already own boats. Ask them what they like or don't like about their boats and what they would do differently if they had a chance to buy another one. The other thing that's very important is to put the time in on the internet, trying to find out as much as possible about the boat or boats you're interested in. Sooner or later, you'll narrow down your search and find the ideal boat for you. Now, unfortunately, boats are a lot like cars,
and that they're an expensive depreciating asset.
The difference is that boats are really more of a luxury item than like cars, which are usually more of a necessity. So with that said, being mindful of what you're prepared to spend and sticking to it is crucial. I know it may seem like you really do need 3 fish finders and 4 rod storage lockers, but I like to think that having a fridge full of food is just as important. So try and be open to the reality that you started with a budget and there was a really good reason why you set that price limit. Now, the other budget to be mindful of is the ever deadly operating cost of owning a boat. There's gas, maintenance, upgrades, repairs. They're all going to be nipping away at your savings, so make sure that's factored into your annual household budget. Now, if you're launching the boat every time you use it and you have a big garage, then you can save on the marina and storage costs. However, some of us may want those conveniences, and it would be wise to call around to see what local marinas are actually charging. And if you're leaning towards a used boat purchase, I would recommend one with a newer motor because replacing one is ridiculously expensive. Now, for used boat purchases, determine if you're buying a private sale or you're going through a marina. Just like buying used cars, they both have the same pros and cons. And if you don't know a lot about boats, make sure you bring a family member or a friend who does. And if you are committed to buying used, it's really worth expanding your search beyond your local area. A few hours drive sometimes results in a deal that will save you
Hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
When buying used, get as much accurate information as possible from the seller and verify it. Be prepared with questions about the boat's history. Ask how often was it on the water? How was it stored? Why are you selling? And be sure to ask for all repair and maintenance records. Now, boats are registered with government agencies, so cover yourself by checking the registration before handing over any money. As for new boat purchases, once you've narrowed your choice down to a specific boat, find as many dealers as you can and start comparing prices. Some dealers will throw in extras for free, but may not budge on their asking price. So it may require a little extra research to find out the dollar value of those extras, and is it worth paying more versus a more stripped down version of the same boat. Now, if you can find one, try and attend a boat show. It is the ultimate one-stop shopping destination where you can get to see all the various brands and models under one roof. There you can talk to all the sales reps, get a really good idea what you want, and how much it's going to cost you. It could save you a lot of time, and the boat shows often have special offers to help sweeten the deal. Boat show is how I bought mine, and I would do it again that way if I could. So having bought a new boat 2 years ago, here are the things I like the most and the least about my purchase. First of all, I bought a Lund 1650 Rebel XL. I was looking for a fishing boat that could do a little bit of everything, but also had some versatility for family outings. Now, there are a lot of features this boat has that others had too, but what I really liked was the foldable bench seat at the back. When folded down, it creates a casting deck, so when it's just one or two people, I keep it down. That way I have a casting deck at the back of the boat and also one at the front. It's perfect. And when there's more passengers, I can fold it back up to seat 2 more people. So I just love that versatility. As far as added extras to the boat go, I absolutely love owning a bow-mounted trolling motor, especially one with certain features. This one has a lot of features that give you incredible boat control, but the thing I love the most about it probably is the spot lock feature. Just being able to hold your place without having to drop anchor. It doesn't matter if it's wind, waves, whatever. It's going to hold you in place over fish or exactly where you want to be. I could never imagine fishing without one. If there's one thing I don't like about my boat, it's the loss of power with more passengers. If it's just me or one other passenger in the boat, no problem. The 60 horsepower Mercury easily cruises along at 25 miles per hour. But once I add 1 or 2 more passengers, the boat's power seems to be cut in half, which can be very frustrating. But otherwise, I can't complain. I'm very happy with this boat, and I hope you'll be very happy with your boat too when you purchase it. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help support this channel.
So this is the boat that we just bought at the boat show in Toronto this year that I'm sure he's going to enjoy doing a lot of fishing in. Nice cool red color. So now we just can't wait till spring